Danielle Gailey from California. Hi, Danielle. And I guess, in time, there'll be more people. So, all right. So right now, we're going to go live. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So hello. Good morning from Sydney and from Canada.
Good evening from Toronto, Canada.
And Jennifer?
Hi, everyone. Good evening from Devon in the southwest of England.
Yeah, so this really is truly a global connection today, and we're here for you. I'm just going to pop up a banner so that you know who on earth we all are. Hold on, let me just find my banner because I've got 1,000,001 banners here. Okay, there we go. I'm Jane Jackson. We've got Shelly Elsliger and Jennifer Corcoran. So this is our first global LinkedIn Live together. And I'm really, really lucky to be able to collaborate with these two amazing LinkedIn trainers who are fantastic. And Shelly's the Chief Kindness Officer of the world, aren't you? And Jennifer is a super connector, and I'm merely a career management coach, but LinkedIn trainer too. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's Vicente Romano from Reading, Sudhaka from Houston, Jill, oh hi Jill from the Central Coast, Ruth Sternberg from Ohio, and yeah, okay, anyone else who's watching, just type in whoever is there so that we know that you're there. And if you do have any questions later on, that would be lovely. So how about we'll just do a quick introduction of each of us for those of you who, well, obviously you'll all know one of us, but for those of you who don't know, I will just briefly introduce myself. I'm Jane Jackson. I'm a career management coach and LinkedIn trainer, and I'm based in Sydney, Australia. And I just woke up to lots of coronavirus news, as we all have been watching the news avidly. And it definitely is time for global connection and to support each other. And that's what we're doing today. And so that's me. And we also have with us the lovely Shelly. Shelly.
Hi, everybody. I think that I know a lot of people already. I can see some familiar names, which is great. So I'm Shelly Elsliger. I'm president of Linked Express and Chief Kindness Officer. I love that name. So I like to, I think it's all about goodness. But yes, I'm a LinkedIn trainer, and I'm also a career development specialist as well. So really excited to be here tonight, because I think that in times like this, unity, support, kindness, and just global family can really mean a lot during this time. So it's just great to be here.
And how about Jennifer?
Hi, everyone. So I'm a LinkedIn trainer based in Devon. I mainly help business owners. So it's going to be great for me to hear from the two ladies about how they can help individuals as well, professionals. And I agree completely with what Shelly said. It's all about kindness, helping people in these times. And hopefully we can all help you tonight and get you comfortable, because I know a lot of people are actually scared of social media and LinkedIn, and hopefully we can tell you that it's not that scary, and this is the perfect time to kind of embrace new learning and new opportunities. So pick our brains tonight and let us know how we can help you.
Yeah, it really is such a pleasure to be here with all of us. I'm going to do this banner now because it's a ticker, because Shelly and I have created a hashtag each, which we would love you to follow. One is hashtag Time for Global Connection, and do follow that one, because this is when we need to all pull together and really help each other through the emotional ups and downs, because I know, because I felt it too, sometimes a little anxious, sometimes feeling okay, sometimes a little anxious again. And so it's an emotional roller coaster we're all going through. And Shelly has created this fantastic movement called Decide to Be Kind. And together with Decide to Be Kind, she has some amazing bracelets. Show us your bracelet, Shelly. Yeah, get it close.
I'm going to take it off.
Yeah,
because these are the new ones with the LinkedIn, the LinkedIn symbol, and also to be a LinkedIn superhero. So
yeah, so let's all be LinkedIn superheroes and connect. And what's so lovely is I've ordered some bracelets from Shelly too, so I can't wait to get mine, otherwise I'd be wearing them today. And when we all get one, we can all come together and have our decide to be kind salute while we really be kind to each other. Yes. So I'll leave this ticker scrolling for a little while. And so everyone who's already on, oh, I see there are quite a few. Hang on, a few new comments as well. Al-Noor, my dear Shelly Elsliger, you are fabs, she's saying. Charles, oh, hi, Charles. Charles says, I finally found the link. Oh, good, Charles. I'm glad you're getting on top of the tech. Okay. It's so funny. Anyway, it's lovely. I think we're all seeing lots of, our connections here as well. I'm glad that we're here. And so today is all about spreading the kindness, spreading some tips and ideas as to how you can maintain your equanimity during this period of stress, and also how to really manage your brand so that when all this is over, and it will be over, I don't know whether it's weeks or months, but when it's over, you are still building your brand so that you can hit the ground running with your careers and with your business. Okay, so what I want to do now is just go through each of us and just talk a little bit about what we do for about, say, a minute. Yeah, so everyone who doesn't know each of us gets to know each other, and then we can go into all of our different methods that we can use to help people to stay calm, stay productive, and also, work from home, because most of us are working from home now, and how to make it really work. Does that sound good, ladies?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And may I just say, for anyone who's here, can you give us a few hearts and likes, just so that we know that you're happy that we're here, because that sort of encourages us. Because sometimes, when you're broadcasting, doing a webinar or whatever, it might feel like you're broadcasting into cyberspace, don't you? So as many likes as you like will be fine. Okay. So how about we start with Shelly?
Okay. So where would you like me to begin?
Okay. So Shelly, what do you do? Who do you support? And what you do, who you support, what is it that's wonderful about LinkedIn? And then we'll go on to Jennifer.
Okay, so I'm actually a jack of all trades. I guess this is what I think of myself lately, but I work at the University of Toronto. I'm LinkedIn coach there, and I'm also a career development specialist there in the business side of things. So I work with business students. And I'm also the president of Linked Express, which is my company coming on 10 years as of April 13th. So I will be having a LinkedIn party of some sorts to celebrate that. So mark your calendars. And within my business, I do a lot of speaking engagements and workshops. One of my, I guess my signature workshop is LinkedIn and High Heels, Rise Up and Lead Online, and that's working with a lot of women business leaders and up and coming business leaders, and helping them not only tell their story but own their space online effectively, beat down imposter syndrome, and really find a place to tell their story and showcase what they have to offer. So that's one of my favorite things to do. But I do a lot of corporate training and speaking all over the world, actually.
Beautiful. And you're such a talented lady. And I have to say that I was so lucky, because was it 3 years ago or 2 years ago, Shelly, when you had that movement and then you tagged me, and what did you call it? What was that campaign?
The Changemaker series. So it was 2 years as of mid-January, and you were actually in my first Changemaker series, Jane. And now I think I'm at, if I'm not mistaken, number 23 or number 24, and I've highlighted well over 300 change makers on this platform. So it's probably one of the best things that I've been able to do, because that's what it's all about for me, is wonderful people that I've met and the people that have influenced me the most on this platform.
Yeah. Oh, I know, it was amazing, because I was so honored to be part of the Changemakers program, and that's how we got to know each other. It was fantastic.
Exactly.
And so, there's a hashtag Changemakers, right? So if you're interested, go and follow that hashtag as well, and you can see all the amazing people who globally are making a difference in the world for people in their careers or for their businesses too. Yes. So thanks, Shelly. Let's find out about Jennifer.
So I'm a bit different because I'm an introvert. So even doing a video like this slightly cringes me out. So I'm more one-to-one training. So I do actually do Zooms and I do face-to-face. I do the odd workshop, but small workshops. So for me, if I'm honest, I prefer the one-to-one. And initially I was terrified of Zoom and Skype. So if anyone's looking at this thinking, we all love it, we don't. I've had to kind of get over it and realize it's not about me, it's about helping the other person. So a lot of people might be terrified of embracing Skype or Zoom or social media because they're stuck at home. And I just say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because even though I am chatty, I am an introvert and I'm quite shy, even though I've got the gift of the gab because I'm Irish and we all talk regardless. But yeah, I'm more about the one-to-one. So I help mainly business owners polish up their profile. So I say my specialty is kind of getting your profile in order and then teaching people how to connect, whether it's, in Messenger, in groups, and the home feed. But I'd say my specialty is more kind of the profile and the back end of LinkedIn, whereas these ladies I know from being amazing in the home feed and they've caught my eye. They're ladies that I aspire to. So I'm like completely honored to be on this with them tonight. So yeah, I'm the kind of odd one out, the introvert, but challenging myself.
Well, I think the introverts of the world are going to really rule now because we're all working from home and you must be delighted. So, I do most of my work from home as well. And I guess sometimes I'm introverted because I actually get my energy from being on my own. And then other times I love being around people. So I tend to flip-flop between the two. Just before I go on to me, I see Leah is here. Hi, Leah. Good to see you here. Was it a tech issue? Dan Goldberg is here.
Hi, Dan.
Yeah. Lovely to see you. Now, was it Alnor? Who is it?
Alnor.
Are you wearing your bracelet? Alnor says, I'm wearing my bracelet when my younger son doesn't steal it. So how good is that? I really wish I had. Hopefully the post will come in the next week or so. And then I'll have that bracelet as well. And so, Jennifer, you're in Devon in the UK. Shelly's in Canada, in Toronto, and I'm in Sydney in Australia. So some people are only just logging on now. So it's good that we're taking a little bit of time to introduce ourselves as well. But good to see so many of you there. And remember, don't forget to give us a little bit of a like or a few hearts or something like that so that we know that you're here and you're enjoying the chat. Okay. And so where's mine? Here's mine. Okay, so I'm Jane Jackson, based in Sydney, as I said, and I'm a career management coach and also LinkedIn trainer. And I focus on the career management side of things, working with individuals and also groups to help them through the emotional roller coaster of career change, and especially now of redundancy or being stood down, they call it here in Australia during the coronavirus. I'm not sure what it's called in the UK or in Canada, but we've just reached 1 million people out of work in Australia. Mm-hmm. And so it's a very concerning time. Majority are really in the airline and hospitality industries. And so we've had massive lines at Centrelink, but remember, this too will pass. And the government is putting $1.78 billion into helping to kickstart the economy. So breathe, and there are lots of ways that you can stay calm during this time. I work one-on-one via Zoom with most of my clients too, and I conduct career management workshops, career transition, personal branding, a host of corporate workshops, usually in my clients' offices, but now via Zoom. And for all of you trainers who are not used to conducting virtual workshops, I did my first 7-hour workshop 2 Fridays ago, and I thought, I don't think anyone's going to be able to sit for that long. I better be entertaining. But they all stayed with me right to the end, and they said, actually, it worked well. So this platform can work, guys. All we need to do is to get used to it. And the beauty is we can record it and use it for ongoing training later too. So that's wonderful. And everyone who's just joined us, we have 2 hashtags that we would love you to follow. One is Decide to Be Kind. Shelly has started this, and it really is to spread kindness throughout the world. It's what we need. And combined with the Decide to Be Kind hashtag, she has the most amazing LinkedIn bracelets. And I think all want one. We all want one. Okay. And then, yeah, that's it. And it's got a LinkedIn logo, and it says LinkedIn superhero on it. as well. So that's fantastic. And I've started a hashtag Time for Global Connections. So please do follow that hashtag as well, because I think the more we are connected and support each other, the better we will get through this, because we're going to start to feel a little bit lonely and a bit of cabin fever after a few weeks. And our kids, they might think it's really fun staying at home away from school because they've got their phone and their devices. But after a while, they're going to drive you nuts. So let's support each other through that as well. Okay. Now, during this broadcast, if you have any questions, people are liking and stuff. That's nice. If anyone has any questions for us, can you please pop it in the comments? If it's a specific question for Jennifer in the UK, maybe tag Jennifer. If it's for Shelly, tag Shelly. If it's for me, tag me. Okay, so that we know. And then after the broadcast, we can also go through anybody that we may have missed, because we might miss people. So let's see. Leah okay. So Leah says, love this. We must be clear about specifically how we help people. Exactly. Yes. So the way that we help people is by fostering connection and kindness, and of course, reaching out via this technology. Okay, so I want to go on to Shelly now. Shelly, can you tell me, how are you coping right now with all the changes that are going on, and what works for you?
So I am 100% a community person. I like to do everything with people, like exercise and walking and everything. So I thought it took me about a week just to kind of figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to work around that. But LinkedIn is so powerful for me, because before, currently, and after everything goes back to normal, my LinkedIn family is staying intact. That's the beauty of having a strong online community as well. I'm lucky that I've had that develop over the last 10 years. And that's why I tell people constantly, like, building a community online is just not for the moment, it's for ever. Just like we build friendships or connect with people that are in the same like-minded people, like we have here today working together globally. I think that, so what I did was, for a week, I thought, how can I still make sure that I'm part of a community on a regular basis? And I didn't have to look far, because LinkedIn is there for me. And what I found is that it's even gotten tighter. Like, people are reaching out, people are coming out of the woodwork, and new conversations are setting in, and new relationships are being built. And so every day I make it a point of reaching out to some new people, or reaching out to some people that I haven't maybe chatted with for a while. So LinkedIn is my staple, because it's my community, and a wonderful community that keeps me a bit sane. The other thing is that not only am I doing, working online with my LinkedIn community, I've also established my exercise program with the people that I was exercising with before. We're now exercising together online. So I've just taken those most important components of my life and created something online. And it's not the same by any means, but it's working. It's working to the point where I don't feel lonely, or I don't feel, because when you're a community person like myself, you thrive off of other people. Like, I'm constantly wanting to interact and learn and find out and come together. So doing it online is just a different way. So what I've realized is that the most important thing is for us to change our attitude, not try to fight what's going on. What's going on is what's going on, and we don't know if it's for weeks or months or how long that looks like. But what we can do is to try new things, change it up a bit, and rely on our network that we do have to be there for us. And things can come out of that. Like, I've been in a few kind of brainstorming sessions with some people online, and just like tonight, we've come up with some really great ideas of how to move forward when we're faced with this uncertainty and really insecure times for many people. So I think that I've just learn to take those things that are really important to me and create my own version of it. And we can all do that. So, and that's been my saving grace, because at first, like everybody, you're kind of like, oh, what are you going to do? And I'm saying that to myself, how am I going to function? Because I need people. And then I thought, I have tons of people. I have tons of people around me every day. So I'm lucky, and I feel lucky. So I encourage everybody, all those people that are in the background and wondering if they have a community. There's a community right here, and those relationships will be around for the long haul. So I can't imagine not having my LinkedIn family.
Oh, thanks, Shelley. I mean, it's so true, because you exude kindness. She's the chief kindness officer, guys, if you didn't know. All right. So if you ever want a virtual hug, Shelley's the one you want to go to. And how are you coping with everything over in the UK, Jennifer? Because the UK is now in lockdown.
Yeah, to be honest, it's been a roller coaster. I'm like up and down, up and down. 1 minute calm, the next anxious. So I think for me, it's about tuning out the news. So only watching it at certain times, because I got into the habit, I think the first few days, of having it on constantly. And it's just on a loop anyway. So I don't know why I had it constantly on a loop. And so it wasn't doing me any favors. And I think it was making me more anxious. So now I'm trying to just see what's happening in the morning, and then we have like a 5 p.m. kind of update and just watch that, because otherwise I think it just gets all consuming. So yeah, just managing my time better. But I've not quite got where Shelley's got yet with the exercise. So I do Pilates with a group like you, and I do really miss it. So I know I've been a bit lazy, because there are classes online. So hopefully this will inspire me to get my mat down tomorrow and stop making excuses and do it in my front room, because I think that's probably all I'm missing now, because I am used to working from home, and I'm used to, virtual coffees. And I think if people aren't used to that, just have Skypes or Zooms with people, because you do feel like you're practically in the room with them. I think phone calls are nice, but when you can see people, it makes such a difference. So I would encourage anyone to get outside their comfort zone. If you're not brave to begin with, just do the audio and then click the video on. Nobody cares if you're in your pajamas or your tracksuit, if you need to talk to somebody, just reach out. But yeah, I need to get the exercise in place, but otherwise it's not really massively changed how I work. But yeah, the news, I need to just dial out the news.
I think it's so true, because I was starting to watch the news all the time, and you're right, I was just hearing the same story over and over again, the same video clip, and I thought, this is ridiculous, because it's stressing me out. This morning I woke up, because it's 9:25 here in Sydney now. I woke up and I listened to the news, and I was reading all the updates, and I thought, oh, okay, over 100 new cases in New South Wales. And I thought, okay, but most people have it very, very mildly. So, that is a good thing as well. So we really, it's not a time to panic. It's a time to be very sensible. And for me, the way that I cope is I need to do a 30-minute walk every day. That's what I do. And I actually had a goal, and it was going to be at 6 a.m. every day. My brother's calling from Maryland. Hold on. I just have to tell. So, hi, Tom. Hi, Tom and Sue. It's really nice to be talking. Hi. I'm doing a live broadcast at the moment, so can I call you back? Okay. Bye. Okay. Love you. Bye. Oh, goodness. My brother, I should mention them. My brother's in Maryland, in just outside of Washington, D.C. So they've been self-isolating for a long time, simply because they don't like people. But they're very well stocked up. But what they do is their yoga teacher is doing free yoga classes every day. So they do it via Zoom, and they do their yoga every day, which is really good for their head. And then my brother, he's got guitar lessons. I mean, he plays the guitar, but he's trying to, be Jimi Hendrix. So he has virtual guitar lessons every day, and that is very relaxing for him, which is very, very good. So what I do is I have a Facebook accountability group, and I'm building a community there. Maybe I'll just share this, if anybody wants to join, I'm on there every single day. And when I go for my walk, and the Facebook members, they know, no makeup, I look so daggy, I'm out of breath, I'm holding the phone and walking along, trying to be Gary Vaynerchuk, right? But talking about how I'm feeling, how are they feeling, how they can really be kind to themselves as well. And I think one thing that I've started doing it, because I noticed, you know, when you go to the supermarket now, because we're still allowed to go, and you have to social distance, I stay 1.5 meters away from people, but you're walking down the aisle and then you stop and you look at each other and then you kind of ease around each other. Are you guys doing that a little bit? You know, it's almost like you're trying to be, you know, really polite and out of the way. But I noticed that a lot of people were not smiling because not everyone's got the face masks on, because you only really need to have a face mask on if you're sick. So I've just started smiling at everybody. I've been like the village idiot, really, smiling. But, you know, everybody is smiling back because we're in it together, aren't we? Yeah, and I think by smiling and still connecting at a distance, that's what's keeping me sane. And of course, I'm just focusing on work and preparing how I can really turn things around for when the coronavirus is over, because I just focus on when it's over, this is what we're going to be doing. So there's still goals, and that's what I'm doing with my individual clients too. So any other stories or heartwarming, wonderful stuff that has happened to you, Shelly?
Well, I just think that it's interesting what we can do. Like, I mean, there are a lot of people that are, you know, facing a lot of uncertainty. They're losing their jobs. You know, I work with students. I work with students who are about to graduate. I work with students who are looking for that summer placement. Some who have received job offers. Some who don't even know if the offer, where does that stand? It's being delayed and being delayed. So there's a lot of fear that people are, you know, that people have, and it's a genuine fear. And I see it all around. Like, again, the news, you know, the news is there. This morning I woke up, there were 85 new cases, and by the time this afternoon came, there were 100. And I mean, it was just a matter of a couple of hours. So what I'm trying to do is to make sure that I'm reaching out to people that are concerned. I'm having open dialogue with them. And I'm also very much into what can we do when we're on job search, or when we're, you know, in that position of possibility. We have to make it happen. It's just, we have to be more proactive. So there are a wide range of opportunities and things that we can do to get our brand out there and connect with recruiters and employers. So what I'm doing right now is trying to, number one, help those people to find opportunities. Normally I would want them to be proactive, and I'm asking them to be proactive, but I'm kind of saying, listen, I'll partner up with you and I'll try my best to find opportunities as well through my connections. So there's a lot of partnerships that that can help to just ease that idea that we're alone in this really crazy moment, because we're not. We can partner up, we can help. Normally I'm all about, you own this, you go after this, be proactive. These are some things that you can do, and now it's up to you to take your action plan and go for it. And I'm all behind them 100%. But what I noticed that I'm doing now is just to give them that little bit of hope, is, you know, something, you're not in it alone, and I have a bit of time, so let me help you. What are you looking for? And let me see what I can do. So I'm actually partnering with them just to give a little bit more hope, and also helping people to get outside of their comfort zone, because again, we often think things are comfortable, but in a way, I think what's happening to us today is going to push us out of our comfort zone in many different respects. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I know right now it's a very difficult time. It's a time of uncertainty, but I also think it's a time that's going to not only bring people together and unify people, but it's going to push people to try to do things differently. And I think that's absolutely wonderful, because I think that times are changing. We talk a lot about the future of work, and with the future of work, there are going to be a lot of changes. And this is a perfect opportunity to be on and building our skill set for the future of work, because now we have time to do it, and we have the space to do it. So that's what I've been doing, especially like with LinkedIn Learning. I'm very involved with LinkedIn Learning, so pushing that forward more and more, and letting people know that this is LinkedIn Learning has, I mean, we get it free at the university as part of a partnership, but they have offered, I think, 1 or 2 learning paths of, usually a learning path means that there are 10 or 12 courses attached to that learning path. And so normally you would be paying for every course within that learning path. You would be paying for each one. LinkedIn has given 2 free, one on how to work remotely, and 2, how to design courses and use this kind of opportunity to work for you. So how to build an online course, how to effectively create a community online. So I'm really pushing that, because this is a prime opportunity to utilize those kind of opportunities and gifts. They're gifts that we can actually take and embrace, and help to empower us to advance and move forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful the way LinkedIn is really supporting everybody as well, because, funny thing, I have a podcast that I co-host with the wonderful Gillian Bullock, who's the LinkedIn Ninja Down Under, and it's called LinkedIn to Jack and Jill, because I'm Jane Jackson, so, I'm Jack, and she's Gillian. Don't call me Jill. She doesn't like being called Jill, but we call her Jill for the podcast, so it's LinkedIn to Jack and Jill, and we provide a lot of LinkedIn tips as well. And our most recent episode is called LinkedIn is Immune to Coronavirus, because it's an online platform where we can party together, we can dance together, we can have, like Shelly's LinkedIn lattes together. This is my favorite mug, by the way, Shelly, because I'm a crazy cat lady. Okay. I happen to have, by the way, a post for crazy cat lovers. It's called Crazy Cat Ladies Unite. If you want to look at that hashtag, where you post a picture of you and your cat. So, I mean, you just got to laugh, right? Sometimes you got to laugh. But what might be helpful, I'm thinking, is I have a Careers Academy where there's a whole lot of free stuff in there as well, that you can access if you go there, and like a how to get a job podcast course, 3 secrets to personal branding for career success free masterclass. These are things that people can now do to prepare themselves to continue to build their reputation during this semi-downtime, in a way, for when you actually go back into the job search. People are still hiring, so job seekers don't stop now. One of my clients just got a job to start the first week of April, but he says, I won't be going into the office, I'm going to be starting remotely. So he says it's going to be a challenge, like, let's see how induction goes. So businesses are really trying to adapt as well, but there's work that he needs to do, and it's within a corporate environment, but from home too. So don't stop your job search efforts just because we have to sit home. One of the things a lot of people may be doing is just watching Netflix, which really could be quite fun, but spend some time as well getting on with your job search, and think about what's really important to you. Get some career clarity about what do I really want? Was I happy in my role before? What can I do to enhance my role? What skills do I need? And because if you've got a LinkedIn, a premium profile on LinkedIn, you get a lot of LinkedIn learning courses for free too. LinkedIn is wonderful. Wouldn't you agree, Jennifer?
Yeah, definitely. I actually don't have a premium account, but I have had one in the past. So I would encourage anyone to just even upgrade for a month, a free 30-day trial, and just have a look at the learning in there and see what's available. I completely agree about what the ladies are saying. Like Shelly was saying, the future of work, it's changed forever now. Just like social media is not going away, I think remote working is going to be so popular, which can only be a good thing, really, especially if you're a working mom or a dad. I think it's going to be great that companies are going to finally get that, you can work effectively from home. So, and you can still build your LinkedIn network. Everyone's still on LinkedIn. You can network in groups, you can network on the home feed. I think it's just all about how you can help people. And if you're not somebody who feels confident on the home feed or putting yourself out there, you can still help people in the back end with introductions. And I found in general, when you are kind and put kind things out in the world, it will come back to you eventually. So you kind of have to take yourself out of the equation and think, how will you help people? And actually indirectly down the line, it will come back to you. So I'm always introducing people in the back end. It's just, if I meet two people with a synergy, it's easy for me. And I think you'll find if you start to do that, people will do it for you as well. And that doesn't matter if you're an introvert, that's behind the scenes, So I definitely think reach out to people, message them, get them on Skype, Zoom. It's the perfect time to kind of have those conversations because nobody's going outside. So they've actually got more time to chat with you. So it's a really good opportunity, whether you're looking for a new job or you want to, touch base with other businesses in your area. It's actually a really good time. For example, I chatted with someone earlier on, and he's someone I'm really interested in talking with. He works for universities and career weeks, and it's something I'd like to explore. I need a call tomorrow morning. That mightn't have happened so quickly. It could have been in a week or two before this because people are around. So, yeah, I think just take advantage, help people, and don't stop networking. You're still a human being, and this is the perfect time to just embrace online networking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're a shy person and you don't like to network, then now it actually is a very good time because you don't need to actually touch anybody. You don't need to shake their hand. So it's okay. You're at a massive arm's distance. But, networking like this can still be very personal, can't it?
Yeah.
Because you can still get up close and personal like this, and you can still read people's body language as well. I just want to mention that I know this is LinkedIn, but on my Facebook accountability group, come over there and join me. I mean, of course, it's free, but it's a private group, so you need to answer a few questions to join. But in there, I provide training as well, and because it's not just inspiration, but right now it's how you can reach your goals. That's what I'm focused on. So despite this downtime, how can you reach your goals? I think that's very important. And building a community, there'll be a challenge in there soon on how to work effectively using video. Wouldn't you agree, ladies? Video is the way of the future. Yes, and more people are consuming. Of course, YouTube's always been really popular, but if you can get used to being on video, then you can create almost, especially for job seekers, your mini video resume or CV. And if you pop that into your LinkedIn profile, that could be quite impressive because people don't need to just read your CV. They can actually see you and how you communicate. And there are lots of ways that you can really brand yourself. So have a little bit of a think about that. I'm going to just have a look at some of the comments because lots of comments coming through. I see, Jill McLaren. Thank you, Jill. She's popped a link in the comments with a smiling poem. Thank you, Jill, which is lovely. Gillian Bullock, hey Jill, you're here. She says,
Gillian.
Wacko Jacko, and she's popped the link to the LinkedIn to Jack and Jill podcast. Lovely. Sandra Clark, she's I think she's giving Al Noor some love. That's good. Guy Thorncroft, hi Guy, nice to see you there. And Leah's there. Let's see. I think I've got some comments. Let me see. Al Noor says, Sandra Clark sending you a smile. Sandra says, some people seem to be getting less friendly and won't smile. Yeah. Now, what happened? Al Noor says, a call came in yesterday too, Jane, while I was doing a Facebook Live. Al Noor does Facebook Lives. You were doing a Facebook Live dance-off to keep myself accountable. Good girl. Great work in helping others in being kind to themselves. Thanks, Al Noor. And Shia says, Shia Ki, have I pronounced that correctly? Says, yes, family online and offline is everything. Absolutely. Leah's given me lots of emojis of cats. Thank you, crazy cat lady, definitely. And Leah says video is the next best thing to a live meeting. Absolutely, isn't it? Yes. So now I want to do some hashtagging for you, because there are hashtags that you must follow. Okay. The important one is this one: decide to be kind, because this is the bracelet movement that Shelly has created, and they're really lovely. The other very important hashtag to follow is, I can't even find it. Hang on, let me just type it up.
Oh, it's going across.
Yeah,
Okay, just in case, global connection. There we go. And add the banner. Show. There we go. Time for global connection. Do that. Now, some more websites where you're going to get some fantastic information is, of course, This Is Jennifer, mysuperconnector.co.uk. All right, and you've got heaps of wonderful stuff there. Yes. And Jennifer, Shelly, you are, hang on, I've got it here somewhere. I'm just scrolling, got so many banners. I get all excited and I create banners like crazy. linkedexpress.ca. This is Shelly's, and you've got heaps of stuff there too, haven't you, Shelly?
I have heaps of stuff there, but really because of what I do, I mean, every day on LinkedIn, I'm hopefully giving goodness and spreading goodness forward every day. I always think about how I can help my community. So whether it's links to some good stuff to keep you busy, or some tips and tricks for career searching at this point in time, or just how to up your LinkedIn game. I try to do that every day. So LinkedIn is the place to find me, because it's where I hide out most of the time.
And also, Shelly, you've got some amazing things. You had a client who sent you a Superwoman Barbie doll, right? Because
and he's on tonight on the feed, Jeff Young. Actually, there are so many people.
Jeff.
Jeff, and it's back here. Jeff is wonderful. Al-Noor, Shay. There are so many people in this feed tonight, Dan, that are part of the Decide to Be Kind movement. And Jeff and I both have a cape. So we have a cape, and we often, twirl our capes at the same time to show our superpowers. So really glad he's on here tonight. And yes, he has some of he in the back is kind of like a salute to Jeff.
And how much fun can we really have on LinkedIn as well? I mean, Gillian Bullock, are you still here? I think, oh yes, she's there. Oh, Gillian says, Shelly always tags people with amazing content. Yeah, that's right. And that's the wonderful thing, is that, if someone's done something incredible, let's share it with everybody too, because we need good stories now. Don't you think? We really need good stories. And if you want to have a good laugh, listen to LinkedIn to Jack and Jill, because Gillian is always paying me out. I'm a crazy cat lady, which is the best way to be, Gillian, just to let you know, the best way to be. And Gillian prefers dogs. Why? I don't know, but that might upset lots of dog lovers. So
Gillian, she's great. Since I met her too, she's one of the change makers as well, and awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, and Sid Clark says, we've noticed how often Jeff mentions your name, Shelly. Yes, that's right. And we've got so many wonderful people here: Leah, Guy, Sandra Clark, Dan, Alnor, Leah, Dan, Alnor. Alnor, you're very busy. It's so nice. You comment so much. I like this. Okay, which is fantastic. Okay. And Shia says, love the pillow in the background, Shelly.
I just got that. It was a gift, and I guess it says everything, right? So
what does it say? I can't really read it.
It says hope is stronger than fear.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So funny. Hey guys, we on my website, this is where you can get the free job search guides, the free How to Get a Job podcast, and also my free 3 Secrets to Personal Branding masterclass. It's all free. Just go and do it, because it'll help you. It'll give you something to do, one thing, and it'll get you forward focused in your mind for when this is over and we can all go back to normal and we can have fun in real life too. But you can see how we can still have fun here on LinkedIn, right? Because it's lovely. I mean, if it wasn't for LinkedIn, I would never have met Jennifer. I would never have met Shelly. Yeah. And it's time for global connection, because right now we can pull in everybody. Now, I've noticed on StreamYard, I can have up to 6 people here. So maybe we should do a 6-way. I don't know exactly how it works, because I think, hang on, I'm just playing with some stuff here. There, or there. Oh, how's that? You want to get a close-up of us? This is us in close-up. But I'm still learning and getting up to speed. I do LinkedIn Lives on my own a fair bit, but I'm getting up to speed with how this works. So I might even try one with, say, a 6-way hookup one day, and that could be good. But we might all be talking over each other. So any parting thoughts for everybody? Hang on, I've got a nice little banner there. Any parting thoughts for everybody, Shelly and Jennifer?
Well, I'll just say one thing. I mean, social reciprocity is the thing that I care about the most. And just because we are in uncertain times and there's a lot of fear, this is actually the best time to just come out and be kind and do things, great things for people, because it will come back in ways that you won't even imagine. I'll say there's a couple of things. Russ Johns always says kindness is cool. There's another one, kindness is currency. And the Decide to Be Kind campaign that started January 1st was really for us all to come together and be kind on LinkedIn. It's a specific program. I mean, of course, kindness in the world, but this is specific to LinkedIn because there have been incidences of bullying on LinkedIn and people not being so kind. And I would never want a platform that is so amazing at bringing people together, just like tonight. I would never want that to change. And not only for the people that are enjoying and benefiting from the platform today, but all of the people that are going to be needing LinkedIn, not whether or not they will need it. They will need it because the future work is there. So all of those people, the people that I have at the students I have at the university, the students that are coming up, even high school students, high schools are asking me to go in and talk to students about LinkedIn, and especially about how they can approach the platform. So I just can't stress it enough. That's where the Decide to Be Kind campaign came out. It was so that we can all band together, unity, and make sure that it remains a really great place to be, because it is. So I guess those are my final thoughts, because kindness is more important than ever at this moment.
Might clap to that. That's a good one. Yeah. And Jennifer?
Yeah, just be kind and give value to your network. I see a lot of people locally have come out and they're all about let's collaborate. And there's a cynical part of me that thinks you should have been doing this all along, because I've seen people, and still good they're doing it now, but I just think you have to, with LinkedIn, you always have to be kind. You know, that's the whole thing about social media. It's not really about you. It's always about how you're going to help the other person. And I am getting quite a few inquiries now of people wanting to use LinkedIn to sell. And I'm like, you have to kind of wrap your head around the fact it is a community, it's a network. You know, you have to give back just as you would in a face-to-face networking event. If you meet people, you have to give back to build a relationship. So always think, what kind of value can I give here? Who can I help? Not me. Like so many, like to put it, like so many people do. You have to flip it. And I think that's hard for a lot of people, thinking, I don't want to give away my best stuff for free like yous are doing, or I don't want to, because people aren't going to come to me. But they are, because if you are kind and give away your good stuff, they're still going to need someone to do that job. People are lazy sometimes and they still want you to help them. So you kind of have to get in your head, this is a place for you to be kind and to give value, and it will come back to you.
I've just got a message here from Eve Levine, photographer extraordinaire. Being kind is great and isn't about agreeing. I think respectful is important. We can discuss and have different viewpoints and have intelligent conversations. Absolutely, Eve. And oh, Jane Council, hi Jane. Love the comment about social reciprocity. Okay, that's my motto at the moment. Yeah, reciprocity is really the. Oh, Andy Foot's here, Shelly, if you didn't know.
Andy.
Yeah, and Guy Thornycroft, absolutely zero tolerance. If you see something, say something. Yeah, and Gillian says action is also stronger than fear. I think we're all on the same page here, guys, because so many actually on this call are LinkedIn trainers as well. And what I notice is that there is this feeling of support for each other. That's the important thing. I just want to say, like we're all going to be doing more video. Think about how you can be really effective online. And if you're really a shy person, Jennifer says that she's a really shy person or an introvert, but look how fantastic she is on video, right? Because you're just coming through, you just exude, just warmth and wonderfulness, which I think is so important. And I think at this time, don't bottle it in. If you need to talk, reach out to Shelly, reach out to Jennifer, reach out to me. Let's connect, all right? Because there is so much that we all collectively and all the other LinkedIn trainers. Gillian is one of the most generous people I have ever come across. Now, I'm going to be doing LinkedIn Lives over the next few weeks with Gillian, with Leah. Leah, you're here as well, with Julie Hine, who is a fantastic executive stylist, image consultant, on how we can still stay looking our best even when working from home. Because how many want to stay in your PJs all day? I think it was Eve who had a little joke the other day saying during that she's got her daytime PJs and her nighttime PJs, which I think is quite funny. Oh, Ingrid, you're here as well. And Ingrid says, and being discerning about what we take on board. Exactly right too. Yeah. So there you and Leah says, yeah, go Jennifer. We're going to have to go through all of these comments because I'm sure I've missed some. And we will be back. And if you want us back, just let us know. Okay, as a little threesome, or else that didn't sound right, did it? Okay. All wrong. Sorry. Oh, you got to laugh. Next time I'm going to have my cat with me. And so if anyone has cats and wants to join me on a LinkedIn Live, let's do a Crazy Cat Ladies Unite. Katie Hooray, I'm thinking of you. All right. So, hang on. Ingrid says, for Leah says, for me, it's running gear. Leah is training for, is it the New York Marathon or the London Marathon or the Sydney Marathon? I don't know. But anyway, keep training, just stay. You're running so fast, you'll stay away from people, Leah. And Ingrid says, if you stay in your PJs all day, at least try on your tight pants every couple of days. Oh yeah, just so that you know if you're gaining weight or not. Okay. And Guy says, encore. All right, there we go. We're getting silly now. So we might, well, you two, Shelly and Jennifer, you have cheered me up so much.
Really likewise. Thank you.
We will have the replay. If you're watching the replay and you want to comment, just hashtag replay. Okay, just put the hashtag replay and then make your comments, and then we'll keep checking back. And remember, do tag us if you want to tag us. And if you've got any questions about business to business, or if it's about careers and job search, then just let us know, because I really want to help you to be able to hit the ground running and get that next job as well. Okay, so thank you so much, Shelly, and thank you, Jennifer. And it's very late for you now, Jennifer.
I'm a bit
it's midnight in the UK. It must be 7 or 8 o'clock in Toronto, and
7 p.m.
yeah, 10 a.m. in Sydney. So arrivederci for now. Ciao. What is it? Sayonara, and we will see you again soon.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. I'm just
ending the broadcast now. Bye. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you.